Hi students, myself Saket, and today I am going to discuss on the oxygen dissociation curve. So oxygen dissociation curve, very important topic. Lots of questions have been asked in the previous pre-medical tests like NEET and AIIMS, and in many competitive exam practice paper also you will see the MCQs related to this topic. Now oxygen dissociation curve, first of all, the oxygen dissociation curve in this is the y-axis and this is the x-axis. Here this x-axis is showing the partial pressure of oxygen, whereas if you see this y-axis is showing that percentage saturation of hemoglobin with oxygen, means how much percent of hemoglobin binded to oxygen, that is shown by what? Y-axis. And one more thing about this oxygen dissociation curve for the hemoglobin. For the hemoglobin, oxygen dissociation curve will be of which shape? Sigmoid shape. But if the question will be asked, what is the oxygen dissociation curve for myoglobin? Myoglobin is a red color iron containing pigment, okay, which is an oxygen carrying pigment which is found in the muscles, that is called as the myoglobin. If you want to draw the oxygen dissociation curve for the myoglobin, it will be hyperbola. Okay, so for the myoglobin, that curve will be what? Hyperbola. Okay, but if the question will be asked for hemoglobin, what is the oxygen dissociation curve, your answer should be what? It should be sigmoid. Now one more thing I want to discuss here is what? See, the two conditions are there. One, this curve either will shift toward the right side or either will shift toward the left side. So what are the conditions that this oxygen dissociation curve shift toward the right side? Okay, for that conditions are what? See, the first condition should be what? The partial pressure of oxygen should be low. Second condition is what? The partial pressure of carbon dioxide should be high. Third condition is what? H plus ion concentration should be more. If H plus ion concentration is more, then what will happen? The acidity will be more, but pH will be what? Less. Clear? Next condition is what? Temperature should be high. Now next condition is what? Fifth one, here I have written P50 value should be high. So here I think this all know. Okay, maximum student know about this all factors, but what is this P50? Okay, this P50 value, what is the meaning of P50? That P50 is what? This is the partial pressure of oxygen at the time when the hemoglobin is 50% saturated with the oxygen. Okay, so partial pressure of oxygen at 50% saturation with hemoglobin, that is called as what? P50. So once again I am explaining you what will be the P50 means what? The partial pressure at which 50% saturation, 50% binding between hemoglobin and oxygen takes place, that is called as the P50 value. Clear? So partial pressure of oxygen at 50% saturation with hemoglobin, that is called as P50 value. Okay, so if the level of P50 value increases, then what will happen? The oxygen carrying capacity of blood will decrease and more dissociation of oxygen takes place from the hemoglobin. Now last is what? 2,3-DPG means 2,3-di. In the place of di you can write bis also, BIS. So 2,3-disphosphoglyceric acid. Okay, 2,3-diphosphoglyceric acid. Okay, 2,3-DPG. Where this compound is found? It is found inside the RBC. Okay, it is found inside the RBC. If the level of 2,3-DPG increases, then what will happen? The oxygen carrying capacity of hemoglobin will be decreased. That means dissociation of oxygen from hemoglobin takes place. So this all factor, that low partial pressure of oxygen, high CO2 partial pressure of carbon dioxide, high H plus ion concentration, that means high acidity, high temperature, okay, P50 value high, okay, means partial pressure of oxygen at 50% binding of oxygen and hemoglobin, okay, 50% saturation of hemoglobin with oxygen. That time what will be the partial pressure? That is called as P50 value. And 2,3-DPG, this is found inside the RBC. Okay, so if these all conditions will be there, PO2 less, PCO2 more, okay, H plus ion more, temperature more, P50 more, 2,3-DPG is more, then what will happen? More dissociation or separation of oxygen from hemoglobin takes place. Okay, so these all conditions This all underlying condition are found in what? At a tissue site. At a tissue site, partial pressure of carbon dioxide is high. Why? Because at the tissue site, there is a metabolic reaction is going on. The glucose inside the cells of the tissues are burning in the presence of oxygen, and the byproduct coming out is what? Carbon dioxide. Clear? So all this, so at the tissue site, when oxygenated blood will go, because of all this condition, what will happen? The oxygen will separate from the hemoglobin and enter inside the tissue and cells. So after going inside the cell, it will perform the oxidation reaction. So in this all condition, this oxygen dissociation curve will shift toward the right side. Okay, and this is also called as what? Bohr's effect. If it is shifting toward the right side, then it is related to what? Bohr's effect. Okay, similarly, suppose if this oxygen dissociation curve have to shift toward the left side, right side, these all conditions are there, and because of that more dissociation of oxygen from hemoglobin takes place. Suppose if it is want to turn toward the left side, okay, if this oxygen dissociation curve have to turn on to left side, for that what conditions are required? Just opposite of this condition. Partial pressure of oxygen should be high. Partial pressure of carbon dioxide should be low. Okay, should be low. Okay, after that H plus ion concentration should be what? Low. So acidity should be low, basicity should be high, temperature should be also what? Low, and P50 level should be low, 2,3 DPG level should also be what? Low. Clear? So if whatever the condition which are there for these opposite conditions are required, then what will happen? This oxygen dissociation curve will shift toward the left direction. Okay, so this is related to what? Haldane effect. So, okay, so Haldane effect. Okay, I think it is not somewhat clear. Here. Haldane effect. So if this oxygen dissociation curve is shifting toward which direction? Left direction. That is what? Haldane effect. And when it is moving toward the left direction, in the alveolar side, what is there? In alveolar side, PO2 is very, very high. PCO2 is less. H plus ion concentration is less. So acidity is less. Temperature is also less in the alveolar side, alveoli. P50 value is less. 2,3 DPG is less. Okay, so in alveolar side it will move toward the left direction, and another one is what? Fetal hemoglobin. Okay, so fetal hemoglobin, that I will discuss in my next video. Thank you.